pathway, because you don't have any oxygen, this lactic acid fermentation pathway. You should be happy that I'm not going to discuss all of these other pathways. Other organisms take other pathways if oxygen is not available to them. And in this class, I'm not going to make you learn those other pathways. I want you to learn the lactic acid fermentation pathway because we see that in the hospital with cardiac arrest. Or even respiratory arrest. But I am going to discuss, and by the way, before I move on to another pathway, I just want to show you one more example of that lactic acid fermentation. And by the way, here's a slide you already know. Everything that's on it, lactic acid fermentation occurs to allow glycolysis to continue. The problem is, instead of pyruvate going through the Krebs cycle, it's converted to lactic acid. It accumulates in the tissues, causing cramping, yields very small amount of ATP, because if pyruvate was allowed to go through the Krebs cycle, you would get how many ATP?
34.
Yeah, actually 2 plus 34. 2 in the Krebs cycle and 34 in electron transport chain. And once oxygen is available, I've already told you it must first be used to break down the accumulated lactic acid. This is why it's called an oxygen debt. Everybody understand this, right? Okay, one last little, I love analogies.